This is inverse trigonometric ratio case number 1, which deals with normal equations. For case number 2 and then case number 3, you can actually check it on a separate video doon sa PDF na visit nyo. So, as you study or as you actually practice inverse trigonometric ratio habang nanonood ka ng videos, you can actually get your calculator for you to actually absorb yung mga nangyayari sa solution and kung bakit ganito yung angle na nakuha or something. So, yan. What we can remember din pala is the ASTC na Cartesian plane kasi yan yung gagamitin natin na basis as our final answer. Sa video na to, isa lang yung example na gagamitin ko just for you to actually master or for you to actually know yung step kung paano talaga mag-solve ng inverse trigonometric ratio. Pag kasi na-master mo yung case number 1, kaya mo na rin yung case number 2, kaya mo na rin yung case number 3. So, yan. When answering din pala, the first goal is to isolate angle theta. Step by step, syempre. So, yan, let's start yung sa example na to. We have here 2 sine theta minus 1 is equal to 0. We can transpose negative 1 to the other side, so magiging positive 1. We would be left with 2 sine theta on the left side. As you can see, meron pang coefficient si sine theta, which we can divide both sides of the equation into. And then, cancel na si 2 dahil 2 divided by 2 is just 1 at hindi na natin yan nilalagay, so we will be left with sine theta is equal to 1/2. Now, itong step na to, o pag nagkakaroon kayo o nakakadating na kayo sa mga ganitong step kung saan mukha na siyang hindi inverse trigonometric ratio, lagyan nyo ng asterisk kasi dyan babalik-balikan nyo talaga yung part na to sa pagkuha nyo ng final answer. Next, isolate angle theta by transposing sine to the other side, which will be arc sine na. Arc sine. Yun yung tawag kasi pag naka-raise sa negative 1 eh. Yan. And then, multiply to 1/2. Now, eto na yung part na ilalagay mo na siya sa calculator. So, shift sine 1/2, that is equal to 30 degrees. Ngayon, kapag nakakakuha kayo ng angle na negative sa part na to, kunin nyo lang yung smallest positive coterminal angle by adding 360 degrees, tapos yun yung gagamitin nyo as your basis angle. Kunwari, nagkaroon kayo ng ganitong 30 degrees, add nyo lang ng 360 yan, tapos makakakuha kayo ng 330 degrees, tapos yun na yung gagamitin nyo sa ASTC. So, yeah. Next is, gagamitin na natin yung ASTC. So, okay, step by step pa rin to. You look at the part ng solution wherein naka-asterisk, which is ito. As you can see, our sine theta is positive, which is located on the second quadrant kasi sine lang naman talaga yung positive sa quadrant 2. Ngayon, positive din siya sa quadrant 1, which is si A. So, therefore, magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang sagot. So, prepare lang ko dito ng angle theta, and that is equal to, kunan na natin yung reference angle sa second quadrant pati sa first quadrant gamit yung 30 degrees. Now, knowing na hindi naman nababago yung angle o yung reference angle pag nasa quadrant 1, kasi yun lang din naman talaga yung angle o reference angle doon kasi pag umikot ka dyan, you will still land sa 30 degrees. Parang nakaganyan lang siya, tapos gaganyan siya, 30 degrees pa rin. So, hindi siya mababago. And 30 degrees nga is located on the first quadrant. Therefore, malalagay natin yung answer natin as 30 degrees plus 360 degrees multiplied to n, wherein n is an element of all integers. Ngayon, gamitin na natin si quadrant 2 which is yung sine natin. Alam natin na pag kinukuha yung reference angle dito, 180 minus yung angle is equal to yung reference angle. Ngayon, lagyan natin sa calculator, 180 degrees minus 30 degrees, and that is equal to 150 degrees. Tapos, plus 360 degrees, plus 360 degrees, multiplied to n, wherein n is equal to all integers. So, yan na yung sagot mismo, pero pag nagdadalawang isip ka pa rin, pwede mo siyang i-input sa calculator mo isa-isa, gamit pa rin nung nasa asterisk na step natin na to. So, try natin. Sine 30 degrees, that is equal to 1/2, which is tama siya. And then, sine 150 degrees, that is also 1/2. So, yan. That is case 1 for normal equations. So, ulit, kung paano ko nakuha yung final answer. Minarkahan ko yung ratio natin dito. Tapos, chinek ko kung saan applicable yung sign niya sa ASTC. At dahil positive si sign, ginamit ko yung quadrant 1, which is nakuha ko to. At positive din si sign sa quadrant 1, kaya ako nagkaroon ng sagot na to. So, ang final answer mo na dyan is, eto na siya. Ganyan lang sa case number 1 ng normal equations.